In less than 2 hours, the 50th running of the Halloween parade in Greenwich Village steps away.
Yes, we've got ghouls and goblins and princesses and babies. They're all going to march through the streets.
Babies and goblins?
Yes.
And ghouls? There'll also be, by the way, uniformed New York policemen and women, but it's not a costume there. The NYPD stepping up security for tonight's parade, saying everyone's costume add another layer of challenge to their surveillance.
Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg is live in Soho with more. Lauren?
Hey guys, well, the NYPD says that they really are the best in the business when it comes to large-scale events like the one that's going to be happening here on 6th Avenue, starting in Soho and then moving up through the village. And yes, they will be out there scanning the crowd, scanning the people in costumes. They're also scanning social media. And fortunately, they're saying that there are no credible threats when it comes to this parade, a parade that is always a real crowd pleaser.
Just hoping that we're putting out positive energy into this world, and that's all you can do at a moment like this.
Jean Fleming knows there is a lot going on in the world that isn't celebratory, but she hopes the Village Halloween Parade offers a diversion and lots of joy. The parade is in its 50th year, and the theme is upside down, inside out.
It feels as if people are really thinking about who do I want to be in the world. So when you have that thought process going on, then you say, well, who do I want to be in my imagination? And that's what I'm looking forward tonight, to seeing what everyone comes up with.
And undoubtedly, there will be some terrific costumes. There always are. But those costumes provide some challenges when it comes to surveillance and policing. Add in the issues in the Middle East, and that is a lot for the NYPD.
Obviously, we're heightened alert for what's going on overseas. But anytime we have a large event with 1 million people, think about it, we're always alerted. We got to keep people safe. We got to be aware of our surroundings and just keep the parade going. Make sure New Yorkers have a good time tonight.
Which is exactly what John Beatty plans to do. Are you King Lear?
Yeah, I could be King Lear, yes. Or King Richard II if I were hunched over.
Yeah. He is a parade regular and has some advice.
The way to do the Greenwich Village Halloween Parade is to march in it yourself, because that way you can look at all the other costumes much better than standing on the sidewalk.
And Mark Pelletier can top that. He walks the parade on stilts and has done so for 25 years.
It's great fun, wonderful time. The crowds are amazing, and fingers crossed the weather holds up and we'll have a great time tonight.
Hoping for a great time tonight, and so is my friend the T-Rex over here. By the way, if you do want to participate in the parade, you have to be wearing a costume. You can't get into the parade on the route unless you do. And if you want to join the parade, you got to head on out to Soho. You can enter at Canal Street and 6th Avenue. That's where you enter to march in the parade. We're hoping for a great night here. Live in Soho, Lauren Glassberg, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Oh my gosh, we got similar dinosaurs outside our window as well. Maybe they're related, Lauren. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Before adults take over the streets tonight, it was the children's turn to show off their costumes today. The Children's Halloween Parade marched right through Greenwich Village this afternoon. The 33rd annual parade includes a march through Washington Square Park, entertainment, and of course, lots of candy. And I was
lots of costumes, and we were just talking about the T-Rex dinosaurs.
And guess who's right next to Lee?
And they're right out there next to Lee.
Be careful, Lee. Be careful.
Are they on the attack? No.
Where's Jeff Goldblum?
Bill, I'm used to prehistoric at the desk, not outside. Guys, here, have a little bit here. Go ahead. Happy Halloween.
I haven't had children in a couple million years.
Oh, you haven't had children in a couple million years? Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay, here. Take as much as you want. Thanks, guys.
That's a riot.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great Halloween. All right.
You're going to be the...
All right, Bill and Chad, we're having a lot of fun out here.
Go ahead. No, you're great at this, Lee.
I am.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Listen, you stay for the end of the 7-day. You are going to see maybe the best costume in the entire city. All right, first of all, we got cloudy skies right now. We've got treats. We've got a treat of a forecast because we're not seeing much rain. Let's look downtown. We have a lot of clouds out there right now. Our temperature's standing at about 50, and east wind at about 6, so not too strong with the winds. We'll hold just with clouds, maybe a sprinkle, especially to the south, as we drop through the upper 40s. There is some rain offshore, and there's a couple of echoes there that seem to be bubbling up, but so far so good, staying to the south, and the air is still dry. I do think once we get to the middle of the evening, we'll have a couple of spot showers, especially south, and then that rain will try to blossom northward during the overnight. You've got a cold, nasty rain tomorrow morning. There's some wet snow mixing in the mid-Hudson Valley near I-84 over to parts of Fairfield County. I don't think it's a travel issue, but you might have a little, maybe a coating on colder grassy surfaces, a little dusting. Off to the west, we're not reaching with the rain, so it's actually clear and just cold in the 30s. Might be some frost off to the west. Then that rain starts to move out midday. Clouds break for a little sun. It's a gusty wind. There might be a spot rain or snow shower, especially north and west. If you're on the east end of the island, it's going to take you all day to get out of the rainfall, but it'll just be blustery for most of us during the afternoon hours. After that, the wind backs off tomorrow night. It's the coldest night of the season. Our temperatures drop back to the 30s, even 20s off to the north and west, and despite sunshine on Thursday, we'll struggle to around 50 degrees. In terms of rainfall amounts, I'd say a couple of tenths in New York City, very little off to the west, could go quarter or half-inch east. And again, in terms of snow, we're not accumulating. Maybe we could get a coating to maybe a slushy inch in the highest elevations above 1,500 feet in the Catskills, but most of us could just see some snow in the air in parts of the Hudson Valley and Connecticut. So 42 tonight, mostly cloudy and chilly, an evening shower south, and then a cold rain develops later on. A chilly morning rain tomorrow, some wet snow is mixing into the north, and then some afternoon breaks, maybe a shower. It's blustery. Really cold tomorrow night. If you haven't taken the plants in, got to do it, because we could have a hard freeze in some spots. 36 in the city, the coldest night since April. It's chilly but sunny on Thursday, back to normal Friday, and look at marathon weekend in the low and middle 60s. Turn the clocks back, and the marathon should start in the 50s and end in the 60s. Guys, you are not going to believe this. I can't even call it a costume. It's a Halloween construction extravaganza. This is the Smith family creation. Yeah, you know him. You know Jeff Smith from our weather department, and that's his son Jordan inside. But guys, this is you don't give treats to this costume. You get food. Jordan, can I have a bomb pop?
Yeah.
You have them available?
Get out.
Check it out. We got ice cream on dry ice here. This is unbelievable. Now, Jeff takes no credit for this.
Nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Jeff, this was Jordan's idea, though, right?
Jordan's idea, all the details were his ideas. I just had to figure out how to make it come to life.
Well, you figured it out and more. This is incredible. What's all the material in the actual truck?
It's basically trifold boards, big foam boards.
Oh, my gosh.
Every night I come home after the 11 o'clock news and see a little bit more built, and I realize how much harder her job was than mine.
It's always our Jen and Jessica at home. That's what it's all about. Wow. That's incredible. That's awesome. So that is our highlight. The buzz of the Upper West Side. It's getting mobbed as it comes down the street.
Oh, I'm
Guys,
sure.
back to you for now.
Tell Jordan we said hi and we want some ice cream.
You can come inside the studio.
They want some ice creams. They're putting in their orders. They say great job.
Thank you, Lee.
Okay, thank
Good to see the
guys.
Smiths, though, too.
Yes.
Loving all the costumes, Dave. They came ready.
Oh, they're terrific. I just ran into Little Bo Peep. It's truly a pleasure to see you. Wondering where the rest of the flock is. Did you garage or did you valet?
I walked.
Right. I'm just wondering where all the sheep are. What did you do with the sheep?
Home. They were a little bit tired.
Okay, gotcha.
They're taking a nap.
Gotcha. You'll bring them.
Wake up later. I had to bring everyone else though.
Gotcha.
So.
Nice to see you. You're looking. You look like you haven't aged a bit. We are in Hoboken on a very crowded street, and we're running into all sorts of pictures and people. This is really I'm out of words, but the DIY effort is certainly. How long have you been knitting, sir?
It's been, I think, 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah.
Well, it looks terrific. I mean, it looks like you've been working on that for a very long time. Nice to see you. Folks, this reminds me, if I can step out of the role of reporter a little bit, of when I was a kid growing up in Poughkeepsie, and people just came out and went from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood trick-or-treating. And it's all happening right here in Hoboken, which has the nicest sense of community. Thousands of people came out for the Ragamuffin Parade, which has been going on since the 60s. And that actually developed out of a parade in New York City and other big cities in the 1800s, where children who were less advantaged dressed up in whatever clothes they could find sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But Hoboken made it their own in '63. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac, and what are you dressed as?
A crayon.
A crayon. Isaac, I happen to see some dots in your bag, and I didn't have a lunch break today, and I'm wondering, could I have your dots?
No!
All right, then. As I was saying, the warm people here in Hoboken. Oh, well, you save those, all right?
His twin will share.
Would you give me something? What do you have in your bag? Oh, wow. Can I have the Almond Joy? Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes... Oh, wow. Thank you very much. I know where I'm spending the rest of the night. Folks, let's take a check of the weather, see what's happening as we're surrounded by one big New Jersey party here in Hoboken. Let's go to the graphics. We've got gray skies over the city right now, but we are dry, and we're going to remain dry. We've got 51 degrees on the thermometer. Temperatures dropping into the 40s through this evening. Now, as we head into the late night tonight, watch as the cloud shield begins to advance, and we see some showers begin to push through the area. By the time we wake up Wednesday morning, we're talking about more consistent showers out to the east of the city and hanging along the coast. Long Island, it may take a little while for you to get rid of that rain tomorrow. By about noon, it's still pushing through areas of, let's say, eastern Nassau into Suffolk County. But late in the afternoon, it should be gone and will dry out. We'll keep those cool temperatures with us as we head through Wednesday and Thursday. But finally, Friday, we're going to warm up and stay dry. This will be the first weekend after 8 wet weekends that we'll have a Saturday and Sunday with no recorded rain, and then we'll get temperatures in the 60s to boot. So as far as the weather both Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be great to get outside no matter where you go. Out to the east, up towards Poughkeepsie, down to Somerville, or further down south to Toms River. Marathon Sunday, of course, one of the most New York events of all New York events taking place. Weather's going to be a little bit warm, but humidity is going to be low. A pleasant start, a warm end for the race. As you get to the afternoon, temperatures will be in the lower 60s under bright sunshine, but it's going to be really a lovely day to get out and support all those 50,000 plus people who are coming to New York or celebrating in front of their city and doing this remarkable event. The 10-day forecast looks great until Election Day, and then we're going to see some rain showers come our way. That's a quick look at the forecast. I've got to go. I'm still looking for the $100,000 bar. Yeah. The teenagers are out now. Yeah.
Wear their costumes.
All right, we'll send it back to you, Natalie. All right, we'll see you in the bit.
Thanks, Dave. All right, if you have tickets to see MJ the Musical tonight, you are in for a great surprise, a Halloween finale.
It's expected to be a thriller night. And cast members will be ending this evening's show with what else? The iconic Thriller dance. It will include the full choreography and a backup inspired by the legendary music video. Showtime is at 7 p.m. Audience members are encouraged to wear costumes.
Chris, thank you. Well, a chilly night like this can't keep more than 1 million people from enjoying the annual Village Halloween Parade. It's going to set off just about an hour from now at 6th Avenue and Canal Street, making its way uptown to 15th. Pix 7's Eileen LaPalmer joining us, where the ghouls and goblins are gathering, and you've got some friends. Hi there, Eileen.
Yeah, I sure do. This is all about being a New Yorker and marching in this parade, because anyone with a costume can march. The official start of the parade starting at 7 o'clock, and people really put a lot of thought into their costumes. I want to show you this group right here. We'll start over here and just pan. This is one whole garden, and what's so cool about this is Christina here. You actually made all of these costumes?
I did, yeah. My costume, the Venus flytrap, the scorpion, basically everything you're seeing here, yeah.
Tell me about why you love doing this. You've done this for 6 years now?
More than 6 years. So we've been doing the parade since 2014, since we lived here. And so I think it's like the 9th year at this point, but I just love being artistic. I love being able to show it. I don't have an artistic job anymore, so it's a nice outlet for me.
Right. And what do you think, just when you're marching up 6th Avenue, people are, I mean, you're getting so much attention even just waiting here for the start of this parade.
I love it. I especially love the kids, because they're like, their face just lights up. I love when they're on the sidelines. Usually towards the end of the parade, a lot of people dip out, so we try to like give them something towards the end, part of our costume, a toy, candy. That's the best part for me.
Okay, well, have fun, guys. You look amazing. All of the lights. Great job, Christina.
Thank you so much.
And again, it starts at 7 o'clock. People can line up right down by Canal Street, and it goes up until 15th Street. We are live here in the Village. Eileen LaPalmer, Pix 11 News. Back to you.
Steve and Natasha.
Very well. All right. Thank you, Nick. Well, in less than an hour, thousands will celebrate the annual Village Halloween Parade.
It's one of New York City's most iconic Halloween celebrations, and 6th Avenue between Spring Street and West 16th Street in the Village is already haunted, crawling with skeletons, superheroes, and scary costumes. It draws thousands every year, and this year, it's the 50th birthday.
Are you going to try to destroy Gotham tonight?
Depends.
You got to get a lot of ghosts.
That's right. But you know what they say? No job is too big, no fee is too big.
What is the scariest thing about busting ghosts?
The New York City traffic. Getting around here is terrible.
That's a great costume.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Everyone invited to walk in that parade. It starts at 7 and goes until 11 o'clock tonight. All right, getting this monstrous event off the ground takes a whole year's worth of planning.
And the parade's artistic director, Jeannie Fleming, has been doing it for 42 years. She joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us. So tell us a little bit about this year's theme. We understand it's upside down, inside out.
That is correct, and the reason is that our world has been turned upside down. We all went inside to our apartments, and we started hearing voices. I know I'm hearing voices right now. And we went inside, and we went inside our apartments, we went inside ourselves, and now it's time, finally, to come back out. But the feeling this year is that people are coming out in a serious way, that they're really thinking about what it is they want to be, how they want to live, where they want to work, how they want to dress. And so it feels as if tonight is a night where people will come out in their imaginations the way they want to be. And somehow I feel that's different than it's been for the last few years.
Yeah, you would know. You've had a front row seat. You've been in charge of the parade for the past 42 years. Talk to us a little bit about the evolution of the parade that you've witnessed over the past several decades.
Oh dear, well, I mean, it's grown like Topsy, but my feeling is that the parade is the parade, it's the magic circle, the very first magic circle that everyone were around when they got together around the fire and they wished that spring would return as it got colder. The circle's just gotten bigger as the world has gotten bigger, but this is the magic circle. This is it, the same one, always.
So talk to us about some of the highlights that are going to go into the parade tonight. I know that there's always the giant spider that goes down the building. So talk to us a little bit about what people can expect tonight.
Well, yes, the spider will be there. It's always traditional, but I think that tonight, more than any other parade that I've done in all these years, is really a ritual. Our Grand Marshal is Laurie Anderson, world-famous artist, also married to Lou Reed. Lou wrote a song about the Halloween parade where he talked about those who died of AIDS. And at the end of the song, he talks about how even though you're not here, I'll see you next year at the parade. He's talking about the spirits returning. So tonight is a giant ritual where we're inviting all the spirits that have been with us for the past 50 years. All the people who've been involved in the parade have given me thousands of names that are on spirit poles that will surround Laurie's float. And we're calling forth all those spirits to walk with us tonight. And that includes all the spirits of those who left us in 9/11, who left us during COVID. So tonight is a huge gathering of 50 years of New York history and 50 years of all the people who've meant a lot to us who, on this night, when the veil is the thinnest, are coming to join us and walk the streets of New York.
Yeah, well,
with the living, and that's the beauty. Because
Indeed.
there's no night more alive than Halloween.
No, that's for sure. And you've got a beautiful
too.
night floor. We appreciate everything you do to make this parade a success year in, year out. Jeannie Fleming, thanks so much for taking a minute for us.
Thank you so much for giving me a minute.
You got it. All right, have a good one.